Greetings, Internet. This is James here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy 16. We haven't moved. We're going to report to mid. I'm just going to see where things take us. Yeah, not done anything. Not even done any of the hunts. There's been no more side quests appearing anywhere, so I'm not too worried just yet. Around the other side. On that side, I've got myself all turned around. Or I just walk past where I need, yeah, probably walk past where I need to go right now.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Sucks for you then. I prefer comic books.
Do that.
I like my books with pictures. I'm a nerd, is what I do.
If I don't come up with
Hey, Mama Mid.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Charming Mid. I mean, they're trying to help you and you can't even able to learn the names. Helena. Okay, Helena. I'll remember your name.
Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Okay. So, I like the very vague about what the unwanted visitor is. Is it singular visitor? Visitors plural? They're going to be hard to see? Do I have to kill everything? Yes, I know. Come here. Hello, Desiree.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
A token.
All yours.
Nice.
All done?
Wait, something else I saw on there.
How may I help you today, Clive? Kuka. But when I close my eyes, only I don't know how. I wish he were here. Business is busy.
So they didn't bother getting voice acting for all of this.
Still. May the goddess go with you.
Sure. Alright. Back to the world map. No side quest anywhere. No, but we are just gonna head straight back to where we were. Right, so there's no fast travel near there, so we need to make our way there on foot.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
You really are going ahead with that, aren't you? Is this going to keep escalating every time I come back?
You know what you have to do. That his lordship's vultures should be found circling the village can mean only one thing. That he means to strike at us before we can strike at him. There is no time to lose. The final stage of our plan must be put into motion.
If I can help, pop a little quest and I'll come and join. For now though, I need to find my way out. I am struggling. This place really gets me all turned around.
If you're ready, we leave at once.
Right, from here, where are we going? This way by the looks of it, yes? Yes. It's straight down. Hope this is the right way. I keep saying I'm very, very good at getting lost. Yeah, so basically going back to where we were before. So I could have already done the side quest during this mission, but hey oh. It is done now. Come on, Ambrosia. Let's go for a ride.
Good girl.
Yeah!
I could find him still? Yes, I can. That is 2 gil. That really wasn't worth it. Level 13, yes. Yes, because you're really worth it. And it's like I'm level 34. Right. It's not Ambrosia. Really? Fine. They really just ran away. As soon as I step up, they run away.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
Still not telling me what this creature is, though, are you? Or at least giving a hint.
Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
It's just not one way, it's the limit break, it's not that difficult. And you stagger again.
Over here! Over here!
Done. So was that it? Is that all there was? I don't think it was.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Well, that one was a lot easier than the last one. Well, the last one did get me sidetracked. Right. Back to the hideaway then. Alright, this way. So we'll see Mid.
We're seeing troops amassing at every port.
Alright, Mid. What you got? So we're going to head to part 3 soon.
Come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've wrapped my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Hippocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
Alright, so see what old Tom's knows. I'm already getting myself turned around at. There, I can go this way.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Poor Arthur. Simply doesn't know the joys of a good comic book. Can't have pictures in, what's the point? It's more fun. And the artwork on some comic books. Oh, incredible.
I went up to give some greens.
Alright, Tomes. You're gonna make of this then, lad. Boom. Wrap your noggin on this one.
Hippocrates, do you have the moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? What are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Okay.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
All right. So, what are we
I
fetching?
would say the one that doesn't always accompany
I
me.
have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Garlic. Conch shells. Are you sure this is the right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Well, isn't that convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
All right. Stay safe.
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
I am sure the main companions I normally would have with me are not happy with me constantly taking the opposite one, but, you know, well, let's shake things up, something different, you know? Right. Let's have a wander around Northreach. And perfect, we are right next to where we need to be. We can just go, boom, straight to the obelisk. You'd love to see it.
Now, where's Talia?
Right over there.
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on
I'll have
these.
you spoiling another.
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What shall I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
Yes, boss.
Buy, sell, or be gone. And
Rude.
thanks for nothing.
There's talk.
Wow. Even ruder. Oh, somewhat. Oh, yeah. He's like, thanks for nothing.
What can I interest you in today? I hope it's to your liking. Keep fighting the good
I should do
fight.
it. Hopefully Talia's finished too.
Well, did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be waiting.
That we can do. You say you start leaning there.
But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat. Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Talia.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us.
How sweet.
Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
No one ever travels together in this world, do they? It's fine. Just do it all myself.
wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Well, we're about to find out.
Ugh, I'm never
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Nice.
Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Thanks to Sid.
Alright, let's go and see Mid. Hopefully that's the last thing. All she gotta do is put it together. I'm sure there is some more filler while she puts it all together and builds it. Maybe another time skip for a couple of years. Who knows?
Mid hasn't been.
I got myself turned around again. I keep forgetting to go down this way. You're gonna tell me about your book again, aren't you?
Started reading books that
Yep,
don't have any
there it is.
pictures in.
So why would anyone do that? Amy's right. Hey, Mid.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
To the Black Hammer now? Are you talking about Blackthorn?
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
You might say it's hammer time. I'll see myself out.
finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's 1 down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh. Okay, so there's a couple of side quests going on. Anything else around here? No. Alright guys, we're going to leave this episode here. I'm going to do the side quests, finish off the monster hunts, and we'll pick up from there in the next part when we're going to see Sid's grave, I suppose. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and hopefully I will see you in the next part. Until then, stay happy, people.
For now I'm strong.